How much plastic is actually in the ocean? Imagine this. Right now, as you watch this video, there is so much plastic floating in the ocean that if we gathered it all in one place, it would form an island the size of an entire country. Don't believe me? In this video, I'll tell you exactly how much. At first, you might think, surely it's people in boats throwing trash overboard? No, fishermen, partly. But the truth is much more interesting. 80% of all plastic in the ocean does not come from the sea. It comes from the city where you live. Here's how it works. You throw a plastic cup in the trash near your house. It starts to rain. The water flows into the sewer, which flows into the river, and the river carries everything straight into the sea. Simple, right? Another thing that happens is that plastic simply blows away from overflowing trash cans, lies on beaches, and when the tide comes in, it takes it with it. Fishermen are also to blame. They forget their nets in the water, and these nets catch fish on their own for decades. But the wildest thing is, where does it all accumulate? You'll be surprised. Where is most of the plastic? Perhaps it is scattered evenly across the globe? No, that is not the case. It all accumulates in certain places, and most of it is in Asia. If you look at a map of the world and see where there is the most plastic, you get a funny thing. The Philippines releases more waste into the ocean than half of all other countries combined. A third of all plastic comes from there, then come India, China, and Indonesia. Why? Simply because large cities there are located right next to small rivers that flow into the sea. The city doesn't have time to deal with the waste, and it ends up in the ocean. Plus, it rains a lot there, so the water flows faster. On the Pacific coast, there is a great garbage patch the size of Texas. But maybe it's not so bad. Maybe we are already fighting it? Some good news, people have already noticed the problem and started doing something about it. But there is one very strange thing that few people know about. There are already companies that collect plastic from the ocean. Can you imagine? Special nets that collect trash and pull it out of the water. Some countries are investing huge amounts of money in this. But here's the catch. They only catch large pieces of plastic that are visible. No one is picking up the small particles, the size of grains of sand, at the bottom of the sea. And there are many more of those. People often say, oh, we need to save it urgently. But in fact, there is good news. Fish are still alive compared to plastic, and the ecosystem has not yet completely collapsed. But if we don't stop littering, then yes, by 2050, there will be more plastic than fish. This has already been calculated by scientists. Now, for the main answer to the question in the video title. It sounds strange, but scientists estimate that there are approximately 175 million tons of plastic floating in the ocean. That's not 5 trillion pieces of microplastic on the bottom that we can't see. That's what's actually there. Imagine. 175 million tons. That's like the weight of all humanity in plastic. Right now, in your own ocean. If you liked the video, subscribe to learn more crazy facts about our planet. And check out other videos on the channel. Bye.